Hello and welcome. I was just standing here and thinking about this beginning of this river that was going through the jungle, and I was just thinking that actually for many artists the art market can be a kind of jungle, especially when you are in the beginning of your career or you are stepping up your career to a different art market. The jungle can really be a scary place, this jungle of the art market, because so many things can happen and perhaps there are dangers involved, and it is so hard to get an overview. And I think it is really a big opportunity lost to begin your journey with thinking about the art market as a place to fear. Actually, when you as an artist are beginning your journey into an art market, or you are stepping up your journey into a different art market, you are already on the winning side. This is really something strange to say it, and why is not every artist actually winning from the beginning? I will come to this, but think about it. The art market is a market that is perhaps different than any other art market. When you are looking what successful artists are actually doing, they are understanding that what they have to offer has a special kind of value. A normal market is based, let's say, on this simple connection between offer and demand, products and selling, buying and so on. But the art market is what the successful artists are doing in the art market. They are focusing very much on the unique values that they are offering. So there is something special about this artist, what this artist has to offer, something he can only bring forward that is so unique that other people are seeing the value in it, that they are wanting to become part of it. So actually seeing the artist as the most important person in the art market is making you direct in the beginning of your journey into a winner, or let's say it this way, it is positioning you in a unique place, because the whole art market is actually built around you. An art market without the artist, without his possibility of transforming all these ideas, values, artistic visions and materializing them into the artwork, wouldn't exist. So you are in the beginning of your journey in a unique pooling position for this race. So I think to let go of this myth, to understand the art market as any other market. Of course there is something like offer and demand and so on, but letting go this myth that it is just a market and you are perhaps, especially in the beginning, nothing special there, is, I think, a really a perspective that is not helping. Your uniqueness, your possibility to produce these values is actually the beginning of everything. What you actually are doing in the art market, and why the beginning or the stepping up to the next level is so hard, you are about to find the right connection to the market, because art market is not like every other possibility of selling and buying. It is more specific. It is all together is called an art market, but is put together of different art markets that all combined are making the art market. And your interaction with this art market is the problem, to find the right people, to find the right network, to start the interaction with it. And I think one of the game changers for me was when I was back then in London studying art all day, drawing all the masterworks in the National Gallery. And in the evening I was going to a pub, and there was this outstanding old artist. He was really a person that has seen everything and done everything. And I remember in one corner of this pub there was a pinball machine. And one day he he said to me I should come over, and then I was standing in front of this pinball machine, and he said to me that actually the art market is like this pinball machine, and I was wondering why. And then he began to explain it to me, and this point of view was the different for me. That I will try to make this story as short as possible. What we artists are expecting is to get to the pinball machine, that is the art market, put our ball inside our artwork, then we are pulling the lever, the ball is starting, and then it is directly hitting and making the points in the first hole, and that's it. So it is just like a slot machine. You are putting something inside and you are hoping, immediately striking gold, striking the win, and that's it. But this is not actually how the art market is working, and how a pinball machine is not working. Pinball machine is about these interactions, this bouncing off the ball, and the more often it is bouncing off, the more joy you are having, the more points you are actually making. And every possibility in this pinball is someone in the art market. He's kind of intermediate, buying and selling your art, and in this way it is going all the way around, and it's the points that you are making during this bouncing off is the win actually of the value your art is increasing in the art market. Let me show it to you in a graphic that I made. Perhaps this is more helpful. So you can imagine this is the art market, and what we artists are expecting actually that it should be this way. You are an art dealer, so you are selling your own art, and there's on the other side the art buyer, and you are just selling your art. That's it. The game is over. But actually this is not the game. The art market is a kind of pump for exchanging offer against profit. So the more interactions there are, the more profit it is made through buying and selling, reselling, and all that is going on in the market. And the most important people in the art market, this is the third player in the game, are actually the art mediators. These are people that are profiting from optimization of this interaction. What does it say? Let's say you are going to the art market with your art, and you're first selling your art, let's say, to a gallerist. This gallerist is buying your art, but he is seeing a potential in your art, a value that he can again resell to someone else with a kind of profit. And this person is perhaps the end buyer, but it can be someone else, let's say a auction house or another gallerist, and then this gallerist is also buying this art, seeing the potential for expansion of the value, of the market value, and reselling it. And in this way this ball is bouncing off several times, and the best thing for you as an artist is actually that in this game you are always on the winning side. Let's say the gallerist have bought your art and he has sold your art, made a profit, but now he's more or less out of your game. But your art is still in the game and has increased in value. And every time this is happening, you value, your market position, your authority in the market is actually increasing. So the more often your art is sold, resold, and even if you are disconnected from direct profit of it, can happen, actually your art is always winning, because you as an institution, as a name, are gaining in value. So the next time you are selling an artwork, you are selling it not anymore for the price that you have been introduced in the market, but you are selling it to the new market value that you have increased through this interaction. And this is an outstanding point of seeing the art market as a pinball machine, and I like this point of view. Of course, there are many different ways of seeing the art market, and there are many theories, and for every artist perhaps there is a certain point of view for the art market that is making even more sense. But I think when it's come down to this, the most important essence of the market is to understand it as exchange of value and trust. You are already positioned in the outstanding role as someone who is a necessity in this game. Without you, there is no art market. It would be just a market. So it is depending on art and artists. The only problem is you have also competition. There are also other people who are bringing art into the art market. So you are in a competition to actually others. This is also a problem. But nevertheless, you have the value, and all you are doing is communicating with other people, building this trust, and out of this trust, interaction is developing. And it is all about people coming together who are actually interested in certain values. And what you are doing right now in art is producing certain values that are important to one of the art market arenas. All you have to do is to optimize, to find or to optimize the arena you are in, because nevertheless art market is about culture, it is about civilization, and culture and civilization needs values. And the more you understand for which culture or for which cultural contributor you are of interest as a necessity, the necessity of the values that has to be manifested in artworks, the better you are progressing in your artistic career. So if you today have the time, think about the unique values that you are having. What is your unique contribution? What values that you are producing are obvious to others? Where can you actually contribute to the agenda of someone else with their values? So he or she is actually interested in taking your value, giving you in exchange that you profit, but then is also able to do something with these values to increase his or her own profit. Where can you be useful to increase of values and helping other people to proceed with their own agenda? And this is, I think, one of the most important steps, that you understand the values that they are producing and what is making it unique and a necessity to others, so they can also profit from those values. I hope you are finding this interesting, and I also hope that you will follow me in the next video. Until then, see you soon. Bye bye.